there be darkness, let there be light, as the hawk cripples the dove. Over and over, watch the
Well, good afternoon, viewers. I'm Matthew Miller, your host for this very first Eco Livery broadcast. And I'm broadcasting in this beautiful country called New Zealand, in a rural area just south of Whangarei. And today is Friday the 13th of February 2015, in which that's just the day before Valentine's Day. And the funny thing is, why people think Friday the 13th is a bad thing, because sometimes, because all this superstition. Oh well, let's just be a good thing for once now, because I'm broadcasting my very first show, my very first Eco Liberty broadcast. And why is that? It's a good question. Here I got my water with me just so I can keep hydrated and so I can still speak throughout the 14 minutes of each segment. And why is that? Because I think that's what YouTube allows me. It's about up to 15 minutes, just so I can do some editing as well. Well, where to start? And the question is, what is Eco Liberty? Well, eco, it comes from the Greek word means house, and liberty means freedom. And Eco Liberty means freedom within your homeland. And you'll soon find out why I'm broadcasting, because we know that there's just something not right going on around us. And we know that we got people who just don't really care about other people. And they sort of just want to take over the world for their own self-interest. And want us to be gone. Because it's all about the elites reducing the population by 95% of 7 billion of us around the world. And yes, I actually first started Eco Liberty blog on WordPress, in which that's I've got some flies buzzing around my room. And that was actually last year on January the 10th, that's when I actually published my first article on Eco Liberty blog. And last year I was just sort of just building out the audience, and I managed to get about about 2,600 views in last year. That's just last year alone. I wish that's actually not a bad thing as well. And it sort of took me about 8 months to pretty much get to 1,000. Just to know that they just sort of only just heard it, and they sort of just slowly getting news around. We're just sort of building up. And there's a quote that says that if you build it, they shall come. And yes, they sort of coming as well. And what Eco Liberty is about. Well, I saw actually create this blog just so I can get the news out and get the ideas out, because sharing is caring, people, so people can get the information which you don't normally find on the mainstream news or television or something, but some I do broadcast that come from the mainstream articles, because sometimes they do get things right as well, but keeping us informed is not actually part of the agenda. It's about keeping us distracted from what is happening around us. Like they sort of try to distract us like football or TV programs, celebrities or something, and to get us distracted, because this is what it's all about. Yeah, what to say now? And there's an agenda which is called the New World Order, which you can find it on the Georgia Guidestone, and there's the 10 goals for the elites, and you know what the first one is? It is to reduce population down to 500 million. And yes, it is pretty frightening though. And how the elites are doing that? They're doing it through poisons, distraction, and deception as well. They ain't really, they won't, and they ain't using guns. Instead, they actually poison us in many ways, like through food, water, and also from the air as well. Yeah, it's just there's so much. Oh, well, there's always a lot of information out there, but this is just introducing myself for this segment. I don't know how much time I got left. Just check out on my iPad. Let's talk about just under 7 minutes. Let's go over my story. Uh, and yes, I sort of start waking up around in 2009. That's when I first heard about the new world, but I didn't start looking into deeper around until 2010. And that's when I first found out about the InfoWars and Alex Jones show. Then I start listening to it quite regularly as well. I still watch the videos every now and then, but with the shows I only listen to it sometimes, because since I started my own blog and that, you just don't really have the time to do it. And even now, it is starting to become a full-time job, because you gotta get the information out. And with my articles that I do post it, I use the copy and paste method as well. But sometimes there are articles that actually got copyright protected as well, that you can't actually really copy their articles. It's just like being a child who doesn't want to share their toys. And there's always many childs who don't want to share their toys, or there's always many people who don't want to share their articles or stories. Oh, well, if you saw one story, you don't want to share it, you may well have that copyright protected. Cause, but on Ego Delivery, we don't do that, because I created this blog for sharing and getting the information to other people. That's what it's really about. If I had that copyright protected, I really actually was just wasting my time. And people won't able to get the information out as I would like to. And that would be a time waster for me as well, because that's not what I had created this blog for. I probably had said that before. Yeah, just gotta have water, gotta keep myself hydrated. And still be able to speak as well, because you know that you got still get your message out while you still got voice, while you still got freedom. Because they're sort of trying to censor the internet with the Trans-Pacific Partnership as well, because that's about censoring the internet. What they can allow in that, getting rid of old and also putting the new one on as well, in which they can have control of. So this is what it's really all about. Control of the population so they can accomplish their agenda. So because they know the internet was actually created by the military, and they're still trying to use that for control, but they said we are starting to use that to get the message out, which a lot of alternative news are actually doing right now. And yes, and here in New Zealand, well, thanks to Vinny Eastwood, he actually started the show probably around 2007. He knew that something's not going right in New Zealand. He just know that he's just got to do something. And, and also stay in mind as well. It's just to know that he can't do this alone as well. Neither other people. And I wouldn't be able to do mine alone as well. Although I have managed to start Eco Liberty on my own, but I still managed to get some advice as well. It's just something you gotta do as well, get the message out. It's not actually that hard, but it might take some time to get used to how to use the tools and that. The movie maker tools. And yes, and also my actually share my projects that are actually going on as well. I actually had got my garden outside as well, and that's actually on a hydroponic system as well, and it's growing, plants growing pretty well. And also I got one of my, two of them, my cherry tomatoes ripening now. And actually, it's ripening not quickly, and I actually would thought of it. I wasn't expecting it till around March. So it's pretty good. Yes. And that's why I still got the power cord coming up from my room into the pump as well, so it keeps pumping water into the system. You can also do it without electricity as well, with the hydroponics as well. That's why you can actually go onto the rain gutter grow system as well, and you'll find out how to do that as well. If you're going to use pots, you have to draw a hole so you can fit the net pots down the water, so the soil can actually condensate the water. And actually I had done that method as well, and my plant's growing pretty well. And my first experience was with the beetroot, and when I first harvested, I managed to get about 450 grams of the beetroot that I grown, and that's about 12 beetroot that I grew. And I had done that experience once again, that experiment, but this time I actually let them grow much longer, and they got a lot bigger this time. And yeah, look like this will be the end of this. Oh, this is the end of this segment right now. You can click on the link that will take you to the next segment. Over and out.